The first topic we will discuss is about biodiversity and the healthy society. What is biodiversity?
Refers to the variety of life on Earth, including different species, ecosystem, and their interactions. It encompasses all living organisms and their habitats, ensuring essential resources like food, medicine, clean air, and water. Biodiversity is crucial for ecosystem services such as soil fertility and pest control, and support the discovery of new medical plants and industrial compounds.
The three components of biodiversity. Number one, the genetic diversity. It refers to the range of genetic differences within a species, affecting traits and the ability to adapt to environmental change. These variations are important for microevolution, helping species evolve and survive. Second, the species diversity, a key component of biodiversity. It includes species richness, the count of different species, and evenness, the distribution of individual among the species. And last, the community diversity or ecological diversity. It refers to the ecosystem within a specific region. An ecosystem consists of a biological community and the abiotic factor that influence it, such as air, water, temperature, and light. The importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity is important because it supplies resources like food, clothing, shelter, and medicine, as well as raw materials for industry. It ensures clean air and water, supports soil health and water resources, and contribute to the economy, public health, and cultural well-being.
Threats to biodiversity. Mayroong 6 na iba't ibang threats sa biodiversity na maaaring makaapekto o makasira sa mga organismo, malalaki man at maliliit. At ang una dito ay ang habitat destruction. Ang habitat destruction ay maaaring magsimula sa iba't ibang aktibidad tulad ng mga urbanization o pagkakaroon ng maraming populasyon at paglawak ng mga city. Maaaring makaapekto sa pagbawas ng movement ng mga organisms. Construction, malaki din ang pag-apekto nito at pagkasira sa ating mga natural habitats lalo na kung malalaking itatayong building. Agricultural land development, laging or malawakang pagputol ng puno. Maaari rin makaapekto yung paggamit ng mga pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. Ang pangalawa naman ay pollution. The sad thing now is pollution is very common na sa generation natin ngayon dahil sa pagtaas ng mga natural compounds and heavy metals, radionuclides, nitrates, agricultural waste, sewage, pathogen, gases at patuloy sa pagdami nito ay maaaring makakause ng destruction sa ating environment at mahihirapang makasurvive yung mga some particular organisms, and too much light can also become pollutant and affect the biodiversity. Sa pangatlo naman ay the introduction of native species and new varieties. Ang mga non-native species or invasive alien species or IAS, it includes exotic, micro, and macro species. Ito yung mga species na hindi bahagi sa isang lugar or hindi nila natural natirahan. Maaari silang maging threat sa ibang organisms dahil maaari silang maging invasive at lalo na kapag may similar ecological na shade. Ito ay ang condition for necessary persistence of the species sa mga native na organisms at maaaring mas malamangan ng mga invasive ang mga native sa mga pagkuha ng nutrients or food, leading to decline the native species. At ang mas worse ay maaari itong mag-lead sa extinction. And here are some of the invasive species affecting the aquaculture. Janitor fish, clown knifefish, giant snakehead, tilapia, and jaguar quapote. At ito naman ang isa sa mga pinaka-worst na invasive plant na may kita dito sa Pilipinas. Hagonoy, ipil-ipil, lantana, kogon, heptage, water hyacinths, or water lily.
Global climate change. Ang global climate change ay pagbago-bago ng panahon. For example, air pollution, global warming, environment impact, and flooding. Ito po yung mga dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon po ng global climate change. And second po is exploitation. Ang exploitation, yun yung paggamit ng tao for own good. For example, sexual exploitation. Ang mga magulang ay binubugaw ng kanilang anak upang kumita sa pamamagitan ng pagsesend ng malalaswang video sa mga AFAM. And third po is overpopulation. Ang sobra-sobrang population ay malaking suliranin sa kinakarap ng maraming bansa sa buong mundo, kabilang na ang Pilipinas. Ito ay nagdudulot ng iba't ibang hamon sa ekonomiya, kalikasan at kalidad ng buhay ng mga tao.
Conserving biodiversity. Conserving biodiversity is crucial for maintaining the balance of ecosystem and sustaining life on Earth. To achieve this, it requires practical solution and collaboration across various disciplines, including politics, economics, and science. Government, NGOs, and international organizations play key roles in implementing policies and initiatives. Informed decision-making is vital, which necessitates thorough research into environmental issues. Additionally, educating and involving local communities in sustainable biodiversity practices is essential for long-term success. How can biodiversity loss be prevented? Biodiversity loss can be prevented through a multifaceted approach. Firstly, robust research helps us understand ecosystems better, enabling informed conservation efforts. Government legislation plays a crucial role by implementing policies to protect habitats and species. Education and awareness campaigns raise public consciousness about the importance of biodiversity and encourage sustainable practices. Lastly, promoting sustainable use of biodiversity are utilized responsibly, preserving them for future generations.